Hello and welcome, keepers and believers of the Holy Jar, and the video you've all been waiting for. This is the new post-awakening Zerker guide. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be going over PvP stuff because I haven't really gotten the chance to go over that with some people that are still PvP and stuff. So that will not be in this video, but rotation, glyphs, Apex rotation, all that stuff will be in this video, guys, so make sure to watch to the very end to make sure you get that ultimate DPS out, because you know how we do here. So, first thing I would like to start off by saying is that thank you guys so much for the support lately. It's meant so much. Thank you for all those who have supported the streams that I've been doing lately and have joined the Discord and really been active with me in the guild inside of MT. Those of you that have switched over, thank you guys so much. And without further ado, let me stop stalling. Let's get right into the rotation. So, this rotation is going to be a little difficult, guys, but I'm going to take it step by step. And because the Cyclone is such a big part of your rotation now and how it plays out through like dungeons and stuff, I'm going to start off by saying that all the rotations I'm going to show you are specifically based on whether or not your Cyclone resets twice, once, or all 3 times, okay? So the first rotation I'm going to start out with you guys is, let's just say it doesn't reset at all. So we have fiery rage up. It doesn't reset at all. Let's just say it doesn't reset at all. Okay, so it doesn't reset at all. You're going to do Thunder Strike, Vampiric, Lethal, Overwhelm, Raze, Flatten. That is going to be the regular rotation. If your Cyclone does not reset at all, you are going to do Thunder Strike, Vampiric, Lethal, Overwhelm, Raze, Flatten, repeat. Now, let's just say, theoretically, let's just say it resets once, okay? Even if it resets once, you will still be able to do the regular rotation as if it didn't reset at all. Now, let's just say it resets twice. So your Cyclone has reset twice, so it is at 9-second cooldown. I'm going to show you what you do there. Sorry about that, guys. I had a coughing fit. Anyway, so what you're going to want to do, and this is really hard for me to say while doing it, so I'm going to tell you first and then show you afterwards. So what you're going to want to do, if your Cyclone is at 9 seconds, if it resets twice in a row, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do Thunder Strike, Vampiric, Lethal, Overwhelm, Raze, Flatten, Tackle, and then go back into Thunder Strike full charge, and then you'll be able to go right back into Cyclone. Okay? I'm going to show you guys now. So, Thunder Strike, Vampiric, Lethal, Overwhelm, Raze, Flatten, Tackle, Thunder Strike. Okay? So, I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. So, boom, 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 boom. So, that's what it's going to look like. Now, I'm going to show you the most difficult part of this entire set of rotations, which is the long rotations if your Cyclone resets 3 times in a row. So, here we go. So, let's say your Cyclone resets 3 times in a row. It's going to be 10 seconds before you're able to use that Cyclone again. What do you do? So, the first thing you're going to want to do is Thunder Strike, Cyclone. Now, this time your Cyclone is going to reset 3 times. So, you're going to want to go Thunder Strike, Vampiric, Lethal, Overwhelm, Sweeping Strike, not Overwhelm, Raze, Flatten, Overwhelm, Sweeping Strike. The Sweeping Strike is actually going to be glyphed to give you the casting speed by 30% on Thunder Strike, so it's going to make that Thunder Strike even faster, the next one. So Sweeping Strike, Thunder Strike, and now usually you would think, go Vampiric, Lethal, but that's not the case here. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go Thunder Strike, Raze, Flatten, Tackle, Thunder Strike again, because by doing the Sweeping Strike before the first Thunder Strike after Overwhelm, you're going to be speed casting of that first Thunder Strike, and by using Raze directly after that Thunder Strike, the casting of Raze is going to be faster. So if you read this, it says activates faster following combo attack, Thunder Strike, Cyclone, Axe Counter, and Punishing Strike. So using it after Thunder Strike will still make it just as fast. And also, all the while activating the glyph that increases the speed casting of the next Thunder Strike by 25%. Thunder Strike, Vampiric, Lethal, Overwhelm, Sweeping Strike, Thunder Strike, Raze, Flatten, Tackle, and then back into Thunder Strike. So that is the third rotation. Okay? I'm going to show you what this looks like. So, Boom. Let's just say this resets all 3 times. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Now, I have noticed, and you guys will notice too, that there is some hang time in between there. I'm still trying to figure out what to put there. Probably throw in like a basic attack or something. Just keep the damage going. Just throw in an auto attack. So just hit it one of those. Just throw in an auto attack if it's not off cooldown yet. It's bound to happen when you're on Fiery Rage with Flurry of Blows on. But without Fire Rage without Flurry of Blows on, you should be pretty set. But just throw in one basic attack and you guys should be pretty fine. By the way, guys, shout out to Astaroth. I forgot to say this at the beginning of the video. Me and him have been grinding to get this rotation set up for the past 3 to 4 days. Shout out to Daddy Astaroth. You're fucking awesome, dude. Thank you so much for helping me figure this out. And now we're going to get into the Apex mode. So the Apex mode is actually really simple. It's only 4 or 5 keys. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start off by activating the Apex. Then you're going to want to do Fury. And then you're going to want to stack your left and right click 4 times each. And by activating the Fury first, you're giving yourself that extra attack speed to get those off. And then after that, you're going to stack Rampage 10 times, and then you're going to use Fury again. And then you're going to repeat that, rinse and repeat that same rotation 3 more times, and then that's it. So I'm going to show you guys what that looks like. It's going to be super easy, super simple, and I would recommend turning on your chain skill default settings. So go into your chain skills, activate your default settings. So this is much easier. If you do it by hand, it's kind of janky, and if you press it too fast, it doesn't actually activate the skill and give you the stack. So just use the default setting, chain skills. It works perfectly fine. So here we go. So make sure at the beginning of every fight you activate Fiery Rage, Bloodlust, pop your brooch, pop it. You're going to start off with Fury, 1 basic attack, and then you're going to want to stack these 2, and then stack this one 10 times, Fury again, rinse and repeat. And don't forget the most important thing about doing the Apex mode. Please do not forget to activate Unbreakable before you die. Do not activate it in the middle of Apex. Do not activate it at the beginning of Apex. Make sure to activate it only when you go into the negative to save your ass, okay? So now that that's all said and done, I'm going to get right into the Glyph build, okay? So we're going to start off with Thunder Strike, which is just the basic Thunder Strike that you had before. You have the Carving, the Hastened, and the Empowered. Regular stuff. Same thing with Flatten. You want both of them glyphed, Hastened, and Empowered. You're going to want the Blazing Sweeping Strike to charge that Thunder by 30% when you're doing the longer rotation. Just put in a Flurry of Blows effect by 35% in there, and then you're going to want to do Powered Cyclone, Hasten Cyclone, and Carving Cyclone. Make sure to put all of those on. Those are super important. Cyclone is a huge part of your rotation now. It defines the entire 3 rotations that I just taught you guys. Then you're going to want to go into Vampiric. You're going to get Empowered Vampiric, where you can increase the skill damage by 25%. And then this skill is what makes Lethal Strike pretty good. And then you're going to want to glyph Power Linked Vampiric Blow, which is going to increase the damage of Lethal Strike by 20% for a few seconds. So you're just going to want to glyph Empowered Lethal Strike and make sure to get that Carving Lethal Strike in there. Now we're going to skip all the way down to Raze. Just like before, you're going to want to get the Thunder Strike by 25%, and you're going to want to get the Speeds Casting by 25%. Now, keep in mind that I have some extra glyphs because I farmed Guardian Legion and got some rare glyphs and stuff like that. So I just decided to throw some energetic Unbreakable in there to decrease the cooldown of Unbreakable by 20%. Because honestly speaking, you're only going to be using Unbreakable when you're in Apex mode, and why not have that off of cooldown even faster? I believe it's like 35 seconds or so. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it, but it'll be even shorter with the glyph on. So, I mean, you might be able to use it twice in one rotation. You might not. I don't know. I just threw it on there for shits and giggles just to try it out. Next, you're going to want to do Overwhelm Speeds Casting of Cyclone by 30% for a few seconds. So you're going to get Blazing Overwhelm. And then you're going to get Energetic Overwhelm, which decreases the cooldown by 20% because you're going to want to use that as much as possible because it's made for your main rotation. Now, as far as gear goes, guys, nothing has really changed. As far as the accessories goes, I've noticed, and Astaroth has helped me notice that Changing your accessories to deal with different healer classes doesn't really matter anymore as far as I have seen. If it still does, let me know in the comments. So you can just keep all of that the same. Nothing to change with the roles or anything like that. Like I said, I'm going to be doing a separate video on PvP because this video was going to take some explaining because of the rotations and stuff. I am going to be writing them all out in the description, so no worries about that. But thank Astroth for helping me out throughout the couple days that it's been for us, like, trying to figure this out. You've been a super huge help, dude. I appreciate it a bunch. And make sure if you guys liked the video and you thought it was helpful, make sure to slap that like button and slap the subscribe button, because what better way to praise the Holy Jar than to subscribe and like the video. Make sure to share it with any one of your friends that want to become a fucking phenomenal Zerker. I hope this rotation works out for all of you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.